Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, and I'm here with your readings for May the 13th through May the 19th. I'm going to apologize in advance for coughing and spluttering if I do. I've been, I would say under the weather, but a bit worse than that. I've been under the blankets. But I'm determined to get through this. Okay, so guys, if you're new, welcome. I'm so happy that you've stopped by, and I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you'll come back. And if you are returning, thank you. I really appreciate your loyalty and support of my channel. Now, these are general readings, guys, so please don't assume everything that I say in every reading pertains to you. Just if it resonates with you, you know, run with it, and if it doesn't, let it go. And come back. Maybe it'll make sense to you after the week is over. I do get feedback sometimes like that. Now, what else? I am doing a workshop, and I've already got a couple of people on the waiting list. I need at least 6 participants to actually do this workshop, and it is, you can go to my website and find out a little bit more, but it is Meet Your Spirit Guide. So it's a 4-week workshop. It's 4 hours, so it'll be 1 hour a week. It'll be interactive, so it should be fun. So I hope you guys will consider that. Now, as I said before, these are general readings. So if you would like a personal in-depth reading, please click on this link here. And another way to support my channel is through Patreon, and that link is right here too. You can go to my Patreon page and make one donation, which is, you know, no donation is too small. Or you can do a monthly one for $1 a month, as little as $1 a month, and as much as you want. There's different reward tiers, and you can check it out anywhere. I post things on there that I don't post anywhere else. And you know, of course, if you don't, just please, you know, like, share and comment, and that's a way of supporting me too. Now, these are in 3 sections. I now do a general astrology reading, and that goes on the beginning of every reading, and I'll have the skip times in the show more section below. These are for your sun, moon and rising, and those so all the skip times for everything will be below. There'll be the intro skip time, the astrology skip time, and you can go straight to the tarot card readings if you want. So let's go to your reading, shall we? Hi, welcome to your astrology section of the reading, and bear with me because my mind is a little fuzzy. Not a little, a lot. It feels like there's a basketball inside my head. Anyway, so this week there is a lot going on astrologically, guys. Wednesday is a huge day. We have Venus moving into Taurus. And Venus is at home in Taurus. Venus rules Taurus. It's the planet that rules Taurus. It's very tactile. It's very demonstrative. It's very romantic, and very intimate. And Taurus is an earth sign, and it's about banking and money and security and resources. And Venus is about finance, beauty, nature, music, art, fashion, and relationships. Now, this would be a really good time to go out and really be in nature. Even if it's at a park in the middle of the city, you know. I mean, there are beautiful places. Appreciate it. Be in it. Just, you know, be one with nature. This is all about... You'll feel grounded and you'll feel much calmer being in nature. Now, this is a time of closeness, showing love and expressing it freely. Ask yourself, are you coming from a place of love? Check in with yourself a couple of times each day. Now, Venus is joining the Sun, Mercury, and Uranus. Now that's 4 planets in Taurus, right? So look at your needs in your relationship? What is lacking in your relationship? What do you need from your relationship? Take a look at your finances or your quality of life on the whole. Take time for yourself to pamper yourself, to make yourself feel alive and worthy and abundant. And ask yourself, what needs to change here? Chances are you've been working on changing something for a while. So this could come to a completion because full moons, I haven't got to the full moon part. I'm going way ahead of myself. See, I told you my head's fuzzy. Anyway, let's talk about later that day on Wednesday. The same day, Mars moves into Cancer. Now, this is about your home. It's about protection and action. It's about your parents and roots. Mars in Cancer internalizes kind of feelings, and it's more gentle. It's less, aggressive in Cancer. And Cancer is also a cardinal sign, and femininity. There's a lot. Look, Venus is feminine. Taurus is a feminine sign. Mars in Cancer is kind of that feminine energy. There's a lot of feminine energy this week. So, Cancer is the cardinal sign, a feminine sign, and Mars is the soldier. How can you secure and protect your home? What action can you take? Do you need to renovate or spruce it up or organize your home? It's a good time to kind of do some organization. Now, Saturday, we have the full moon in Scorpio. I put a blog post up. If you go to my website, you can see it. And also, guys, I have to mention, I have a Facebook group now for Live in the Solution. I'll put that link before, so you can post things, we can discuss things. It's about astrology, it's about life, it's about the solution. So we're going to, if you're going to share something solution oriented, or just your opinion on whatever. Now, Scorpio is intense, right? It's one of the most intense signs in the zodiac. It's very deep. It's the detective. It's deeply emotional. Scorpio is it is the 8th house, right? Scorpio represents the 8th house. The house of transformation, of sexuality, death and rebirth and purification. It's about getting in touch with what needs to change, what needs to be dealt with. The moon will shed a light on that which needs purification. So think of the phoenix and how it rises from the ashes, purified and transformed into this beautiful bird. This is about finding your power. It's about finding the power within. It's about owning it. It's about standing in it. It's about being confident of your power. Now, the sun is opposite, because full moons are always opposite. It's the sun shining on the moon, right? Excuse me. So the sun is in the opposite, right opposite. It's in Taurus. So, I'm sorry. This is feminine. It's a feminine earth sign. And it's shining on the rippling sea and deep, dark water of the feminine Scorpio. Excuse me. So this is, as I said before, it's a lot of feminine energy. It's like the high priestess energy. Intuitive and psychic, and knowledgeable and secretive, under wraps sometimes, right? But things are going to come to the surface because the full moon sheds a light in the shadows, right? Taurus and Scorpio are fixed signs, and fixed signs are kind of immovable. It's hard to change someone's mind once they've made it up, you know, in this energy. So it's really good to look at where you're fixed in your life, you know. It's, can you transform that idea, that opinion that you have? Practice being open and considering others' point of view, and imagine yourself in their shoes and how they will feel, how they feel with their set of circumstances. This is the practice of empathy. And that's it for the astrology section of your reading. Let's go to your card, shall we? Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your tarot card section of your reading, and for May the 13th through May the 19th. And in the interest of getting these out on time, I am still not well, and yesterday my head felt like a football, today it looks like one. So I'm going to spare you that for you, and I wanted to get these out on time, so I'm not going to wait till I'm perfectly fine. I'm just going to do it. So this is for Capricorn. I've already shuffled these off screen too, so this is for Capricorn. What wonderful blessings, guidance and helpful information can you give Capricorn for this coming week? 3 cards for Capricorn, please. That's 3 cards. No, it's, you know what? I'm going to put those back in because they stuck together. If them, I didn't look at them. If they're meant to come out, they will. 3 cards for Capricorn, please. There's 1. 2 more cards for Capricorn, please. What wonderful blessings, guidance, and helpful. 2. 1 more card. There you go. There you go. Oh, lovely. Okay. Now we are going to use the clarifying cards. These are clarifying cards. I've already shuffled these off screen again. I'll just do it one more time. Can never shuffle enough, can you? These are clarifying cards for Capricorn for this coming week. Okay. Let's clarify the 6 of... Oh, there you go. Let's clarify the 9 of Pentacles. Is that it? No, it didn't come out. It wanted to. Oh, that didn't either. I'm going to take that out, yeah, because it wanted to come out and it wouldn't go back in. Please clarify that. There you go. Okay, this is lovely. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn them around as I talk about them. The 6 of Swords is, you know, this is about, I'm going to put it like this, right, so that you can see it. The 6 of Swords is about moving on. It's about, look, it's, when this card comes up, it means that you know you have to move on from something. The problem is there's a little fear in moving on because there's no guarantees, and you're a bit worried about what's going to be around the corner, what's going to happen. Excuse me, and there's no guaranteed future. That's the thing, Capricorn. You've got to remember there's no guaranteed future. But I tell you what, when the 6 of Swords comes in, it means that if you move on, you will move on to calmer waters and greener pastures. It's get in the boat. Yes, look, sometimes the water can be rough and a little treacherous at times, but you will get to another shore, and it will be better than where you're at, because when this comes in, it's like it's done. The expiration date is well past. Time spent where you're at is well past the expiration date, so you need to move on. And this is about looking at the situation from another point of view, or from a different angle. Perhaps you've been seeing this situation and it's like you need to move on, you know you need to move on, but there's fear there. So this is saying, you know, look, look at it from a different place. Anything is better than where you're at right now. And if you don't make a move, nothing will change. And that's what you've got to look at. You have to look at this from a different perspective, and you've got to see a brighter future. And you've got to understand that you're not, it's not going to be fly or die kind of thing. It's just you need to move on. And in order to move on, you've got to look at this from a different perspective. That might give you the impetus to move on. Now, look, he's just hanging there from his foot. It's like a yoga pose, right? He's very kind of chill. And there's a pause in action for you here so that you can really take that opportunity to look at it in a different way, to look at your situation. That'll help you move on. Now, look, you have the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is like, look, it's opulence. It's like this is going to work out. When you move on, it's really going to work out. Because the 9 of Pentacles, you're almost at the finish line. You just need to move forward. You need to keep it going because there are riches there for you. And you've got, clarifying it, is the 4 of Wands, which is happiness and celebration. You should be celebrating that this situation is over. Now, for some of you, it could be a relationship. Some of you, it could be a job. It could be where you're living, a city, a country, an apartment, a house. Wherever you felt stuck, when you move on, it's going to be wonderful. And this is a lovely foundation, right? This is like 4 posters. It's like a table, sturdy table. And you've got these wonderful, it's like a wreath hanging from each of the towers. So it's chemistry. It's like a strong foundation. You're moving forward. And look, it's so interesting because you've got the 9 and the 9, right? The 9 of Pentacles, which is your needs are going to be met. And the 9 of Cups, which emotionally things are going to be met. Your emotional needs will be met. And these are all like you're almost there. It's really important. So the only thing I would say is you've got the Devil clarifying this. So this, I always say when this card comes in, don't stay at the party too long. So it's celebrating success, right? And it's abundance. Sometimes we will celebrate on the promise of success. So we see a little success and we go all out, right? And we overspend or overdo it. So this is saying don't overdo it because this is being too tied to the material realm. And this in a way is your card, Capricorn. It's about not being too mired in materialism. Right? So it's not the most important thing. You have to balance your life. You see, you've got here, this is you are almost completely fulfilled and happy. But when you move on from this, right? This is what you need to move on from. You're going to get this. You just have to be aware that you don't want to put too much emphasis on overdoing things, right? Because he's addiction, he's also distraction. Don't be distracted. You've got a wonderful foundation here. You have the promise of a really happy and wonderful life, but you need to move on from this. And Capricorn, you know what this is. So, Capricorn, thank you so much for tuning in. Please, I'm so sorry for not being on screen, but I'm sparing you this view. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, comment. I answer every comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.